Welcome back. Now, Goaikars can have their complex surgeries done in Goa itself. Nusi Walcott Hospital has a record of undertaking various complex surgeries at reasonable rates. This hospital has also been receiving good response from foreigners and other patients from neighbouring states. Whether it is cardiac surgery, joint replacement, complex gastrosurgery or neurosurgery, Nusi Walcott Hospital is in Goa to serve the people. This hospital has undertaken various complex surgeries. It has been attracting patients from neighbouring states. It provides services at reasonable rates. Goaikars can now save their money on transportation.
We have over the last 4 months treated about 25 foreign patients apart from about 200 odd Goan patients and around 200 patients who have been there from Karnataka and Maharashtra states also.
Patients from outside the country also prefer Nusi Walcott.
This case has been on for about 5 years, thereabouts, having problems with a knee. And so we were told by one of our who make our inquiries of the hospital to take her to somebody from Port Harcourt. Nigeria also recommended Walcott, so we decided to come. So as you can see, the operation was, surgery was so successful.
A reporter from Madgaon, Sameer Bhatt. And now a look at the other events that took place in the state.
PWD contract workers plan to hold a protest march in the capital city on 12th of January. This protest march will be held under ITUC. Over 1,000 contract workers are expected to take part in this protest. This was informed by ITUC leader Christopher Fonseca on Monday. Workers are demanding regularization of their services. ITUC says government is not fulfilling its promise of regularizing these workers. Goa government has formed a committee under Law Secretary Pramod Kamath to look into the pay parity issue of government employees. On Monday, Coordination Committee of Government Employees, All Goa Government Employees Union and Goa Government Employees Association held a meeting with Pramod Kamath. These associations have decided to wait for the report of government on pay parity scale. Meanwhile, All Goa Government Employees Union has alleged that their rival body Goa Government Employees Association is unregistered. Ganesh Sodankar has challenged association under Mangaldas Shetkar to prove its legality. Bank of Maharashtra has announced highest rate of interest on domestic term deposit for their customers. Interest rates have been increased by 0.25% to 0.50%. Deposits up to ₹1 crore for 1 year to less than 3 years will get interest of 8.55 per annum. Deposits of ₹1 crore to ₹5 crores for 1 year will get 9% interest. Interest for senior citizens have been increased to 0.75 from present 0.50%. This was declared during a press briefing by Bank of Maharashtra officials in Panji on Monday. Bureau Report, Prudent Media.
And now we have news from sports. Goan athletes can now look forward to the synthetic tracks becoming a reality before this year ends. Earlier, Prudent had reported that DSY has submitted their project to the technical wing of the SAG. Executive Director of the SAG, VM Prabhudesai, has now come on record to say work could be completed in 8 months and that SAG's technical wing has submitted 2 models to the DSY Director, Dr. Susanna D'Souza. The ball is now in DSY's court to obtain permissions from the government to go ahead with the work.
As far as the estimates are concerned, likely expenditure is concerned, we have handed over certain inputs to the Director of Sports and Youth Affairs. Now she has to obtain government approval, the administrative approval and technical sanction. And the best part is I'm told that she has enough money with us, rather with her, with the sports department. And once the government approval is sought by her, she will pass on the job to the Sports Authority of Goa Technical Cell. So at the moment it has formally not come to us. Okay. I have submitted 2 separate estimates to her, sent to us by 2 different companies, which would be the yardstick for preparing the estimates by our technical committee, technical cell. But prior to that, she has to obtain government approval. So these are little technicalities. So moment she obtains government approval to spend that much of money, she will pass on the job to SAG. And our technical cell will prepare detailed estimates and tender the job. Okay. Now all the sports department jobs which were earlier executed through PWD are being executed by the Sports Authority of Goa.
Okay. And what is the estimate that you are looking at for this synthetic tracks?
I think in the range of 4.5 to 5 crores.
Okay. So
that will be a very good thing to happen prior to holding the national games. Our athletes would be throwers, jumpers, and runners would be in a position to have intense coaching done there.
So that seems like in the near future, could it be done? How?
Yes, that is the whole objective behind Dr. Susan D'Souza working on this athletic track. Okay. So once it is approved by the Goa government and estimates are done by our technical cell, so I think in 3-4 months it would get tendered, okay. 1 or 2 months it would get tendered, and for execution they may require about 6 months or so.
Okay.
So in the next 8 to 9 months, the track should appear on the scene.
Our sports reporter Nikhil Pereira with video journalist Anil Sanadi from Panji.
Doping is a menace that is now an issue for the cricket administrators in India. Better late than never seems to be the case for the Board of Control for Cricket in India, as the BCCI has finally adopted the World Anti-Doping Agency Code. BCCI's anti-doping consultant Dr. Wes Pace conducted an education program for the state cricketers on Tuesday.
This was meant to be a compulsory seminar for Ranji cricketers, under 22 and under 25 cricketers. But look at this poor turnout. What does this tell us? Are our cricketers not interested in knowing the do's and don'ts of anti-doping education? Dr. Pace, however, was unperturbed and shared his knowledge.
You guys take it seriously. So we need to educate you, I'll tell you what's happening. This is the BCCI anti-doping program, its action plan and the timelines. Okay, so the first program is the BCCI anti-doping code, and the action plan is we have to follow the WADA ICC code 2011. Every year in October 1st, WADA has its own meeting, and on October 1st they announce the new drug list for 2012.
Your responsibilities as a player. Making sure that you and every person that you take advice from, including medical personnel, is aware of and understands all the requirements of the BCCI anti-doping code. Knowing what constitutes an anti-doping rule violation under the BCCI anti-doping code and what substances and methods have been included on the WADA prohibited list, which can be found online at www.wada-ama.org or www.icccricket.com and www.bcci.tv. Making sure that anything you eat, drink, put into your body or use, as well as any medical treatment you receive, does not give rise to an anti-doping rule violation under the BCCI anti-doping code. Our sports editor Neeraj Prabhu with video journalist Sunny Narvikar from Porvoori.
And with this we come to an end of this bulletin. Take care and keep watching Prudent Media. Goodbye.